Get you in the screen here. Hey guys.
Hello. Honestly, my breakfast was so good.
Yeah.
I can make my own McMuffins at home.
You know the best part about breakfast is for moms?
What?
When they don't have to make it.
Yeah. But not really her. She likes making it herself.
Yeah. I think I was just talking to a mom friend of mine the other day. I think it was Miss Courtney. And I was like, I taught my kids to be independent from the time, an early age. So y'all get up every morning and make your own breakfast.
Yeah.
Unless it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
What's your favorite breakfast or something you've had good recently?
That bowl of Wheat Checks.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's better. It's so good.
You were pretty psyched about that Wheat Chex.
And then the yogurt, banana, and granola breakfast was pretty good.
And that Wheat Chex has been sitting there for a minute. Like, what made you decide to just eat it all of a sudden?
Well, it's half healthy, half sugary. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought the expiration date wasn't over yet, so I'm like, go for it.
Yeah. So we bought the Wheat Chex with the other Chex for a big batch of Chex Mix at the house. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that I really like it. And if I start eating it, then I just can't stop. So we all had to live with that for a minute. We actually made it 2 batches, and then Mom said, that's enough. Don't ask me what the effects on your body is of eating those Chex Mix. Oh, how is everyone doing this morning? Type a little message. Okay, so what do you think about this week on GH? Was it like better than last week or about the same?
Honestly, I don't really know, but there was only like one big storyline through the whole week.
It seemed like it was less exciting than the week last week, but I made a lot of notes. So a lot did happen, but it was mostly just like little things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday we had Laura is watching Ace, and then Martin comes over with paperwork, and we find out that it's adoption papers.
Oh, yeah. So Laura and Kevin, this goes on throughout the week, but Laura and Kevin officially are going to adopt Ace.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know. They seem a little, they don't seem that young to, like, adopt a baby. Like, Esme's dead, Spencer's dead, Nicolette.
But a lot of grandparents in real life do take care of their grandkids.
Yeah.
And that just because they're older doesn't mean that they're less capable of it. But, like, if it wasn't Laura and Kevin, who else would it be? There's no other choice.
Yeah, because, Ace doesn't have a lot of family left after Spencer and Esme went. And
it's certainly not going to be Esme's family watching Ace.
No.
Tracy and Gregory on Monday, they're at the Metro Court. Lucy comes in and she throws something at Tracy, and I laughed.
It's like a piece of bread?
Yeah. We had to rewind it because I was playing a game on my phone.
I'm guessing Candy Crush or Toe Blast.
Yeah. And I said, what did she throw? And I don't even think you were paying attention. So I said, let me rewind it. And then we laughed. They talk about Gregory moving in with Finn. How do you think that's going to go?
I don't know. They told Violet about Gregory's sickness or illness.
Yeah.
That Finn, Violet's father, cannot fix, which is the sad part of it.
That's Tuesday when they tell Violet the truth about Gregory's illness.
I go ahead a lot.
But I made a note about that because, I know obviously she's an actress and they wrote the line, but she made a comment about having to process this information. And that's something we kind of say around here a lot. And I think kids can handle information like this. I think you should be honest with them.
I felt like she was super smart when she said, I have to process this.
Some kids are like that and some kids aren't. I think knowing, like for you, like if something was going on with me or someone in our family, I feel like you would be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Hi, Christy. Hi. How are you? How are you doing this week?
That takes a while.
And Miss
Miss
Jennifer's
Jennifer,
here. Yay, our friends. Okay. So back to Monday. Ava and Trina at the gallery. And she's not ready to come back to work yet. So they just have a really good conversation about grieving. We didn't really see Trina a lot this week.
Not really.
What do you think about that conversation that they had?
I don't know. Mom wasn't paying attention. So
I'm always listening, though.
Yeah, like me too. I'll get my WWE action figures.
Yes.
But I'll always listen, and I know.
We're always listening.
But, like, at one point, Trina wasn't ready, and she dropped a painting.
Yes.
And I think it was like a man and a woman, and they were like facing like the painting. Trina's looking at this painting here. Yeah. They were facing this way with clouds over their heads, which must have reminded Trina of her and Spencer. And
I didn't see the painting, so I didn't know what it was.
For the past 1 or 2 weeks, they've really been mentioning Kiki a lot. Because since Spencer died, Ava's been like telling Trina about how she grieved about Kiki.
That's just one way for Ava to relate to what Trina is going through. That's why she keeps bringing it up. But speaking of characters who keep getting mentioned, I wrote this on Friday's notes. They're really prepping us for Jason's comeback.
Yeah.
And some people are not happy about this at all, but you are very happy.
Because I love Jason.
Yeah.
Him and Sunny are so good. Hi all. That's
Oh, hi Max Miller. I didn't see your comment. And Jennifer said that was a good conversation, but that painting was not easy.
No.
Yeah. Losing someone you love and are close to is not easy.
I mean,
death is hard for those still here. You know,
I haven't witnessed a lot of death.
No, but I mean, you're only 9, but you have.
Yeah, I had some losses.
Yeah, for sure. And it is sad for those of us that are still here. Okay, Monday. We're still on Monday. Sunny has someone following Dex. And then I wrote, Sunny picks up Dex. He says, let's go for a ride.
Oh.
And that's not a good thing to hear.
No, that's the worst thing Sunny could possibly say to you.
Yeah. And then Max said, he's going to die.
He's definitely sure. And then this goes on throughout the week as a terrible incident. So we'll get to that.
Okay. Carly and Drew, they walk into Crimson and there was a flood. Did Nina cause the flood? I'm sure she did. Or manufactured it. Maybe there wasn't a flood. I'm not sure.
Like, she knew that Carly had this big event going on for Crimson. And then
the first magazine was coming out.
Yeah.
And Christy, we know that you love Ava. And she's the reason I started watching this show, because I started watching in 2013 when Jackson was just born. And the first storyline that I remember is when Ava came in and killed Connie. And I thought, oh my God, like, I'm not even into soap operas. And this lady is a great actress. Yeah. So she's like number 1 on the show for me.
Yeah. Ava and Valentine. Those are her too.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Valentine. He doesn't know it, but I'm going to marry him one day. Okay. Still on Monday. Okay. Well, we have Drew threatening Nina again, and then Michael and Willow. She says, having you here last night felt right. Well, that's because it's his house and y'all are married. And I thought, of course it felt right. You're married to him. So that was dumb. The whole week with them was really boring to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Mom. Michael and Willow. Michael seems like a really funny guy. A real funny guy inside and outside the show. But I see most actors and actresses on General Hospital in 2 different ways.
Okay.
With like Sunny, Michael, Carly, Drew, and Nina and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Lucy follows Martin to the airport. But she misses him. That was stupid.
And she bought like a whole ticket to go follow Martin and try to tell him.
Yeah. Sunny picks up the. Okay, we already read that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday, Gregory moves in with the boxes. We already talked about Violet, and I said he has a lot of books, but not as many as we do. I always think like if we had to move the books, man,
it'd be stacked.
It would be. Where I'm, every so often I try to go through them and like resell or trade in
trillions of cardboard boxes of fiction, nonfiction books.
So we read a ton of books. So y'all are always reading like 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
For school.
Like we have a history book, a family book, and a solo book that me and Jay read by ourselves.
Yes. Violet, I really like her. She gets on the character. I think some people don't like, but I think she's like the best kid actress on there.
I mean, yeah, I have trouble deciding over Violet and Trina.
Well, you don't have to compare them because Trina's a lot older than Violet.
I mean, yeah.
She's an adult. So I'm talking about kids. Yeah.
And then Christina
and Blaze. Molly shows up early for dinner. I feel like every time Molly is in a scene with Christina now, she's like judging everything Christina does and like wants to control. Like first it was the groceries, like eat this food. And now it's, don't tell anyone about being pregnant until I'm ready. What do you think? The Molly character is annoying to me.
Like it's the 4th Molly character that we've had in years.
Yeah, but so far this one, if we can't have the original girl, then this one's.
This Molly's actually starting to be pretty good. Like I know the Molly character's been in between for me a lot, but now it's like a notch up. Like she's doing good with her scenes.
A notch up. That's a good way to put it. Blaze's real name is Allison. Molly was upset that Christina was telling Blaze that she's pregnant. Elizabeth and Laura have a scene together, and she says that Nick pled guilty, which we haven't seen him again since that time. And Elizabeth offers to babysit. I'm a reader too. I love that y'all love to read. My escape when I was Max's age, and it's carried over to my adulthood. Christy, do you watch wrestling? Let me know if you watch.
Oh, because most of the people who like follow me and watch my GH updates on YouTube, they're more GH than wrestling.
Now, when you first started doing the videos, I've said this like several times. So if you've heard it, then just ignore. But I said, well, you can't do videos on GH and wrestling because like who is gonna like both of those things? It seemed like very different. Like it didn't connect to me that wrestling was a type of a soap opera. But anyway, I was really shocked to see how many people are into both. Okay, she grew up watching wrestling.
Okay, so you're an adult.
Yeah, she's an adult.
I'm guessing 20s or 30s.
Yeah, that's probably right.
And that means
you can tell what her age is just by looking at her picture. We watch because of you guys, not the content. But you watch DH.
Yeah, I mean, so Christy, you would have probably seen more of maybe the beginning of Triple H's character as Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Mm-hmm. You got Shawn Michaels getting his push.
The Hardy brothers.
Hardy's.
Because I kind of watched before y'all were born because my husband was into it.
Steve Austin, The Rock, the McMahons. You got Bret Hart. The Hart Foundation was still a thing during the late 90s.
She's 35. You look so good. Okay, Mac's favorite wrestler. That's easy.
John Cena.
Yeah. Christy, did you watch the Big Show
on Netflix? It's a good show that the Big Show put in, and it was super funny.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes. It was really good. Okay, let's talk about wrestling at the end. Okay, so Ava and Carly on Tuesday. She wants to cancel the sleepover with the kids because she's worried about the danger. And then later, Ava visits Laura. Do we remember why Ava went over to Laura's house? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just
me
wrote that
neither.
down. It must not have been
It
important.
must have probably been about Nicholas or something.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, Sunny and Dex. Dex is not talking on Tuesday. Sunny has the gun.
The handgun, the pistol, right in Dex's chest.
And he's not giving up the name. For me, I would have squealed immediately because I'm not getting killed over Michael Corinthos, okay?
Not for
Brick.
that jerk.
No. Brick visits Carly, and this was like really crazy. Carly, for some reason, she just catches on right away because she gets the text from Joss saying, I can't find Dex.
And then Carly immediately knows that Sunny has Dex and he's about to kill him.
So
he's about to like kill Dex.
Yeah. I mean, she's known Sunny long enough. Of course, this would be where her mind goes to. But for me, I was like, wow, that was like a fast connection. But so last week, I don't know if I talked about this, but I theorize that Brick is the one that's trying to take Sunny down. It felt like that. But this doesn't make sense because if Brick was the one that was trying to get into take Sunny down, then why would he tell Carly?
I mean, Carly just like knew where to go. I mean, she must have
Brick took her there.
Yeah.
So if he was the one, then he wouldn't have done that. He would have just let Dex just go.
Thanks. My family is also into NASCAR. I'm from North Carolina, and racing is huge here.
We went to a NASCAR race one time
when y'all
were little. Do you remember being there?
Oh yeah, I remember the headphones for racing. I had my tablet there.
It's very loud. And I have some good pictures from that day. Brick is his Thelma to Louise. Yeah, that's a movie. You don't get that reference. Okay. Wednesday was Valentine's Day. And like everyone was doing it.
That was the next day.
Yeah.
That was Thursday.
No, that was Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh yeah.
Remember, because you think it was the Thursday because we watched 2 episodes. We watched Wednesday and Thursday on Thursday.
Oh.
Okay. So Chase and Brooklyn, picnic wine, boring, and then that fake shooting star in the sky.
That was cool how they did that though.
No,
even though it was fake,
so stupid.
It was cool.
It was dumb. It was because shooting stars do not look like that. Why was it so big and bright? Okay. That I don't know why that annoyed me. My journal into a book. What journal?
Your notes?
I don't know. Leanne, what are you talking about? Also, I'm not a great writer either. Oh, my observations.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not a great writer either.
I post everything that I think on Facebook. So, my wild opinions for everyone to laugh at, and they do. Lucy, Maxie, and Sasha at the Savoy, and Lucy says this is ladies' night, and then Cody and Spinelli are there, and Maxie admits she has thought about being with Spinelli again.
Like trying again once or twice. But, however, Spinelli, he knows he loves Maxie. It's just Cody's the last guy he wants to be telling that information.
I think I slept through Valentine. Yeah. You and everyone on the show, because they were all sleeping together. And there was a huge compilation of everyone doing it. Which...
You know, I know my cue. You got Michael Willow.
He doesn't want to see it anyway. Of course I did watch, but that's okay.
Michael and Willow, Curtis and Portia.
Yeah.
Chase and Brooklyn. One more.
I just wrote everyone was doing it. Sam and Dante?
Yeah.
Oh, when he picked her up, I thought, I was like, oh my God, that was so cute. Speaking of Sam and Dante, he got her a black leather jacket.
Oh, that's what Sam used to wear, or
yes.
Jason. They used to always wear black leather jackets.
Right. And so when he comes back, they're going to be together and she's going to be wearing Dante's jacket. But also, you said the moss was on their table, which I didn't rewind it and see. They never showed it again.
Yeah, but
was it different?
I mean, a little like Carly's house was
Mhm.
like a bowl.
Okay.
And it was white. Dante and Sam's was also white, but it was sort of like in a rectangle shape.
Okay.
With longer range moss.
So everybody has moss.
Everyone.
Even us.
We have special ingredient thick moss that we need to bring back for a video one day.
And Ruby found it in the pantry or in the laundry room.
It wasn't like that big of a mess. It wasn't that big of a mess because I only swept up a couple of them.
Okay, and then Danny. Let's talk about Danny. No, I don't want Jason and Sam either.
Good. Jason and Elizabeth.
That feels okay to me because I don't like her with Finn.
Also, I always liked Elizabeth and Nicholas.
Did you even see them together?
No, but I thought they would go good.
They've always been like friends. Honestly, Jason can come back and not have a love interest for a while, and I would be okay.
There's this blooper a decade ago, maybe, that Jason and Sam were by the fire, or by a fire, and they were like, cut, and Jason's like, what happened? And Sam says, you're sweating. And here's what Jason said. No kidding, there's a fire right there. It's been 7 years since Jason's had relations. Does that count?
I remember that. Those bloopers are always funny to watch.
There's like a small 7-minute video of bloopers. Which is super fun.
And during the 60th anniversary, they showed some of those too.
Isn't Finn's apartment Jason's old set?
Christy, we love you back, and I love seeing your updates.
Wait.
Finn's apartment is Jason's. I don't know.
No. Okay. Finn's apartment looks white. It's a little whiter. I remember my farthest memory back of GH was Jason's house with him and Sonny in it, and it looked blacker with the fire going and stuff.
I don't have a memory for these type of things because a lot of people comment on how they reuse the sets, and I just don't even see it. I guess I'm not very observant.
No. Finn's apartment and Jason's set, it's different. It's gotta be.
I don't know. Miss Leanne, she knows what she's talking about, though. But here, in her defense, sometimes they can repaint those sets. So don't go just by the color. You can go by like the structure and how the layout of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Michael and Willow on Wednesday were boring. Portia and Curtis, I wrote down sexy time, and you told me not to say that. Sonny and Dex. I said, how the heck did Carly know where they were? Like, does Sonny just have like a field in the forest somewhere that he takes people to kill?
Uh-huh.
And then I made the note about Brick must not be the guy. Otherwise, why would he tell her? He would want Dex to take the fall if he was the guy.
We talked about this.
Yes, I know. I'm just reading my notes.
Oh.
Okay. And then, you know, how we talked about how Carly immediately knew that something was going on with Dex and Sonny. And then Sonny immediately figures out Carly did not have the money she's covering for her family, and he just guessed Michael. Like, they really just like went through that.
It's Michael.
Yeah.
It's Michael, isn't it?
Always. Yeah, right. And I thought it was really cool because they showed some kind of behind the scenes photo or something. And like, this may have been when Dex, the guy that plays Dex, posted about his mom visiting the set or something. And like the trees have like a base to them, which I was like, I never really thought about that before. But I mean, obviously they're not in a real forest on the show. All the trees, if you pay attention, have like a buildup of like plant life or like moss stuff on the base, so you can't see how they're standing up. Like, they can't like Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna draw it for you.
We might need to rewatch that.
Well, you can't see it in the show. I'll show you the picture. So like this is the tree right here on the paper, and then like they have like a wooden base so they can stand up, right? Or in the background they'll just have like plants and stuff so you can't see the bottom because they can't like put them in the ground or on the set.
I remember some. Wasn't Jason in the other penthouse across from Sunny? Sorry, 15 seconds.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't really pay attention to that. Like sometimes even when I see Sunny and then Dante and Sam in the same building, I'm like, oh yeah, they live together.
Technically.
I mean, they live by each other is what I meant to say.
Like in the building. That's crazy how they're in the same building.
I don't think about I just don't have that mind where I think about where they live. Or I know there exists some sort of a map of Port Charles. That would be fun to look at, where everything is in relation to one another.
Yeah.
Like the restaurants and the Metro Court and the hospital and the piers and stuff.
Yeah.
We should look that up.
Yeah, that's like cool because I've always wanted to see. So Eva ELQ building.
Right. There is a map.
Right
I've seen it before.
The hospital, and then you got the Metro Court.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Thursday, Sunny and Ava, he doesn't want to hear Dex's name. Michael comes over and he admits everything. There was a moment, I don't know if I wrote this down, Max, but when Sunny says, well, Ava's like, I'm gonna, Christy, I don't know.
Bye, Christy.
No, don't go. I want to ask you a question if you have a sec. Because Christy had commented on this and said it feels like almost Ava and Sunny were gonna get back together again. When she says I'm gonna go, and he says,
no, don't go.
Yeah, no, don't go. And unpopular opinion. I would like to see it.
Me too. It's like Ava and Sunny have evil sides. Even Ava has an evil side. And
she does.
They're great. They're great.
And they weren't ever together. They just like did it that one time, as far as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Of course, Sam is in there now with Dante. She understands the mob in his life. Yes, she does. And people on Twitter were saying, what if Sunny and Anna got together? But I don't ever see that happening. But also it's interesting. Like I might like to see it.
Oh. It's down. It was up for me at one point, Sunny and Anna,
for like a second. Cool. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Thursday, Joss and Dex, he's on edge. He can't leave the organization. He knows that his life is in danger, and Joss helps him to run on Thursday.
And that's exactly what he did, and then Joss got mad at Sunny for it.
That was
it was sad.
Yeah, that was a good scene on Friday. Blaze and Christina, she has morning sickness. Blaze makes her a tea and they talk about their relationship. Nina, her person that she's meeting with, cancels on her on Thursday. Drew shows up and he wants to buy her share of the Metro Court. Give me a break. And then Anna and Dante, and then Valentine shows back up.
Yeah, and he talked with Anna a little bit. And then he left to Nina. So maybe Valentine and Nina will get back together.
Which I really did like them together. There was something I was going to talk about. Joss and Dex.
Joss wanted to run with Dex. But since Joss did, and Joss doesn't know where Dex is, she can't follow him. She doesn't. That's why she was sad about that.
Well, I thought he's either gonna stay in Sunny's organization, right?
Right.
But he can't stay in Port Charles and not work for Sunny. Okay, this is what I was gonna say. Because if he's not, then people will see that and they will maybe threaten Joss to get Dex to give information about Sonny. If he doesn't have Sonny's protection as an employee, I mean, I suppose they could do that even if he worked for Sonny, but it just felt to me like he didn't have a choice. He would either have to stay with Sonny or leave and not be found. And that, okay, we're still on Thursday. Dante and Jordan. And I was like, who the heck is O'Neill? Because like they kept saying this about this guy, and I was like, I don't even remember that name. But we remembered that was the guy they met in Jordan's apartment to buy the gun from.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't catch his name. Are Sonny and Nate going to get together? We just talked about that. Anna and Drew. Anna says to Drew, you seem harsher to me.
And then I think Carly also mentioned that to Drew in a conversation. That since he was in Pendle, his life sort of changed. Well, maybe because you broke a promise. Maybe because you didn't finish your visit your daughter.
Well, Drew says, well, you're not the first person to say that to me. And so, I don't know, like his character is really changing. And the way he's really going after Nina, I'm like, I know people don't want to hear it, but they did commit a crime. So, he has to take responsibility for that too.
And it was his choice to go to Pendle.
Yeah, he did choose to go to jail. So that's on him.
It would have been Carly, but yep, Drew's love for Carly's too much. Way too much. Okay,
Dex needs Sonny just like Sonny needs Dex. We already talked about that. If Sonny lets him go to someone else, Dex will be okay. Olivia Jerome is dead.
That was pretty big because I never got to see her.
Why the heck are they doing this?
And then Friday, wait, are we done with
Sonny shows up to Dex's. That was the cliffhanger for Thursday's episode.
And now I can talk about something on Friday. So Anna figured out, as the new PCPD police commissioner, she figured out that whoever's...
Oh, that's right.
How about
Miss Leanne? We kind of skipped over that, didn't we?
Oh, look that Alexis can finally be a grandma. On the show.
What day did that happen? Because I skipped
Thursday.
The Danny thing.
Yeah,
I literally was going to talk. Oh, here we go. On Wednesday, Danny's drunk. Cop show. He's 14. We didn't even talk about this.
He's 14, went out of a building, the fire escape, and then drunk with some friends.
And what did Mom say if you ever did that?
She'd ground me for a year.
I'd kill you. I would not gentle parent you like Sam did today. You better not, because if I had to get up out of bed and come looking for you, no way.
Wait. Oh, it's opposite day on the computer.
Yeah.
No water.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. We live in Texas. No. No. 14 is way too old to be drinking. I get it. Like if you're like 18, you think, oh, I'm an adult, or 19.
21, you can't go drinking alcohol or beer without being 21 or over.
Yeah.
That's a rule. Good morning, Max and Mom.
Good morning to you too. Miss Leanne says she didn't go looking. The cops brought him home.
Yeah. Except, I mean, I'd be scared to heck if a cop brought me home, because I'm like, no, he's going to kill me.
Yeah. Your mom will kill you. That part.
The cop is going to let the mom do the job.
Yeah, but I check on y'all a lot.
Like,
even just randomly. I'm like, because I like looking at y'all when you sleep. It's like so cute. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay, so Friday, Laura and Kevin. Cyrus shows up, wanting to see the baby, and Kevin says, absolutely not.
We can't have you. And Cyrus is starting his own radio show.
And that's weird.
About God. So
what is that?
And then right after the end, Laura sent like the information on that to Anna. And then after Anna took a look at Olivia Jerome's body, Anna, Dante, and Jordan listened to the radio as well.
Yeah.
Laura said, I have to hear every word this man is saying.
She said that? I don't even remember.
Yeah. And there's basically a lot what Cyrus said. As all you know, Pentondale I was captured a prisoner there. But I went to our Lord Jesus Christ. God above will help us through all of our troubles. Just ask him to forgive you of your sins and you will be saved due to God above. And that's when he bribed them for...
What is she talking about? Did I miss something? Who did he bribe for a place on the channel? That sounds familiar.
Did Cyrus told Laura to tune in? Is that it? I don't.
Miss Lan needs to be on this show with us. So she can tell us. Okay.
Come over.
Our door is open. Okay, Sam and Alexis. Alexis says she handled the Danny thing. Okay, that's fine. Joss shows up to Sunny's, and then her and Ava were talking.
Oh yeah, and Ava would not tell Joss where Sunny was, and Joss said, "It's personal. I need to find where Sunny is." Yeah. And she wouldn't just tell Ava about.
Well, Ava didn't really know.
And then Ava figured out somehow. She's like, "This is about Dex and Michael, isn't it?" So she figured out. And then at the end, Joss went to go see Sunny, and she sad that Dex is gone because Sunny. Joss said some hurtful things. She's like, I hate you and I'll never forgive you what you just done. Edie McCoy's so good at that. So good.
Yeah, that was a good scene. And he just was sitting there when she opened Dex's door. I'm like, he just left everything in that apartment and just left. Do you think he's coming back on the show?
I don't know.
What?
What? Miss Lan.
He knew the secret and said he would not share if he got a place on public access. Miss Lan said, knock, knock, haha. That was very mobster of him.
Absolutely.
Miss Jennifer said, they got the radio station initials wrong for New York. It bugs me. It should start with a W, not a K. Yeah. I didn't catch that. That's cool, though.
And that is the end of GH time, right?
Yeah.
And now we could talk about personal life.
I wouldn't slide that security lock for no one knocking. Nope. But he's just he can't just hide out in the apartment either, But he had a gun on him, so. Okay. But I get it. I would have been cracking the door open, looking out with one eye. Okay, so what's going on in your personal life?
I missed 40 minutes of Friday, so I am glad I got to see Jaws.
Jennifer, do you have Hulu? Can you go back and watch? If not, you can watch them on Daily Motion.
And there's ABC has them too. We used to watch ABC when it wasn't on Hulu, but not anymore. How has your play? Oh yes.
Okay, did we talk about this last week? How they changed your character?
No, I don't think. They changed my character completely.
Yeah.
My whole scene. So I'm Willard Willingham, a case for two spies still. I mean, a little bit exciting. So we are at the Rogers Children's Theater at the Rose Garden.
Okay, let's not give away all our personal information. Okay.
I'm just trying to. We got to see the stage and a little of the setup. A little what it's going to look like during the play. There was a white table that will eventually be replaced with a sofa. And then fancier chairs.
What kills me is that you went from having 6 to 7 short lines, and now you're memorizing
51 lines.
Is that correct?
I counted.
You counted? And there's 6 pages of script, and he's in a couple of days, he just had it almost down. I thought, wow. Because I thought, how is he going to memorize this in 7 weeks? But you literally almost have.
Sam,
you still have to work a little.
Sam, who has all the experience, doesn't his script is all mixed up and scrambled up.
Who is Sam playing?
Agent 145 and a half.
Oh, so he's moved
No,
to the
he
second
hasn't.
scene?
He's been the second scene. If I was Agent, I didn't move from scene. We just thought that we were 98.
Okay, that's fine.
Good practice for guest appearance on GH.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, wow, because it's a lot of lines.
I counted 51.
And this is Max's first year in theater. And so I thought when we initially thought that you were getting Agent 98.6, I thought, well, this is appropriate because he's never been in theater before, and give him a few lines and see how he does with his mannerisms and your acting and stuff like that. But to give you on your first year all those lines, I was shocked. You're like basically the lead character of the first part of the play.
I know she sees that I'm good a little bit.
She must. She just must, because that is insane, crazy to me. And it really scared me because I thought that's like the worst thing that could happen is if you get up in a live performance and you forget your line, you're going to have to like know it like the back of your hand. Am I making you nervous? Like you already have it, most of it memorized.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
One or two I need back of my head and I'll be fine.
Yeah. So some of the longer lines, you have plenty of time to memorize those. So Max Willard Willingham is a debonair and sophisticated spy of the old school. So do you know what someone like that wears? Do you know what your costume is going to be?
Miss Becky said she might have to put me in a bow tie.
Oh my God, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you in a bow tie.
No, not really.
I will cry. I'm tearing up right now because I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud, man. And the first 2 weeks of theater, you were like really nervous. Well, the second week you were kind of like sick. And but we didn't know.
I haven't missed a week.
No, but I didn't drop a sick kid off. I didn't know he was bad until he got back in the car. But the first week you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it because it was more introductory, and we said that.
Willard Willingham is sort of like Sherlock Holmes a little bit.
Okay.
And I got to see Max in the bow tie.
I got to see Max. Of course, I'm going to take videos and pictures. It's going to be in April. So sometime in
April 11th, I think.
I'm going to double check. I have to check and see if I can invite people or not. So a bow tie. So whatever a sophisticated debonair spy wears.
So I'm going to have to go early.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to like drop me off there super early.
Yeah.
We can get the props set up and that's gonna be in April though. I never knew I'd be in this like big children's play.
So now that you're like 4 weeks in, you're more excited about it than you were at the beginning. Is that correct?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And so on the adult play, I think the lady at the front, Miss Becky asked and what they're doing when Sam asked, and she said someone is going to be skateboarding blindfolded or something.
In the play or what? What do you
mean? I don't know what I don't remember.
You think it was a joke?
I don't remember quite what the play's about, but I think someone's going to be skateboarding blindfolded.
She may have just been making a joke.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
She seemed real about it though.
Oh, tell about your Miss Leanne wants to know about your science class.
Okay, so the sheep part was super good.
We found this lady that is she's like my age. She used to teach elementary school, their kids their age. And I don't know like if she specifically taught science or not, but it's about 30 minutes away from the house, and she every month she does a different topic. She gives homework. It's a nice science class. It's pretty affordable too. A lot of these classes can be really expensive, and this one's really not. So I was shocked. But first month you did polymers,
which was super fun. And then I remembered all the experience, and I would like to share one.
Okay, go ahead.
Experiment. So healthy blood cells, unhealthy blood cells. We saw like a healthy blood cell will look red. It
Mhm.
looks clean. Phase 2, there's 4 phases. Phase 2, plaque,
Yeah.
the stuff that gets in your teeth if you don't brush it all twice or 2 or 3 times a day. That is also a thing in blood cells. So at phase 4, almost all your blood cells are full of plaque and sugary junk food.
Not your cells, but like your arteries or something.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
had a little tube and we put
Mhm.
Play-Doh in it. We got
Oh.
a pump and we pumped a balloon in there. We were going to see if we were able to pull the balloon out successfully, taking all the Play-Doh out, which is the plaque. The Play-Doh stood for the plaque.
And was it easier for the blood to go through with the plaque or without it?
I did it successfully. The balloon was able to get all the Play-Doh out.
Oh, okay, wait.
But some of the patients died.
He's talking, yes. The teacher told them how angioplasties work. So that was the experiment, was how to get the plaque out of the space. Okay. But so Max and Jay have dissected two or three sharks. 2 sharks?
Yeah, I think 2.
A sheep's brain, an eyeball.
I don't remember the eyeball.
You did not like that. Jackson was into it.
Ew.
And there was another
Yeah.
sheep part also.
Maybe like, I don't know, might have been the heart.
I don't know if y'all done a heart. Maybe you did do a heart before. But anyway, how did it feel holding it? Because like, in the past when Miss Jessica does your dissection classes, you weren't into it at all. You thought, this stinks. I don't want to touch this. But you were very brave this time.
Well, first of all, one of the kids was moving like a vein in the heart. Second of all, there's this like giant gap in the heart, like a little small. And I had to put my finger in it with my glove, but I just touched it with like an inch. It was slimy. And so was the outside. It was weird. Of course, we had gloves on because she always has gloves. And it was good. Did it look different than you expected? I actually don't know what to expect. So,
did you know that you could buy all these things off Amazon?
And Miss Teresa said she didn't get it off of Amazon.
Oh, she didn't? Well, there's also like science websites where you can buy stuff for like science classes. And her being a former teacher, she would know where to get these things. But yeah, Miss Jessica ordered her sharks and animal parts off Amazon. And they just come, and some of them you don't even have to freeze. You can just keep them in your house until you're ready. They're like preserved in a way, and then you just open them up and you dissect them. And then one of the sharks that they dissected was pregnant, and you got to see that too.
It's weather time. Today's a high of 40 degrees. It's freezing here in Texas.
It did go down in quite a few degrees, and so right when Mom decided to take her electric blanket out from under her comforter. But I did try to put it back on last night.
That's a lot of stuff at a young age, but that is amazing.
Yeah. I remember we didn't dissect anything when I was in school until high school, and then I had to dissect a frog.
Oh!
And it was like, but we had a partner, and the partner was into it, and I'm pretty sure the partner that I had, she's a doctor now. So she was like,
she's a doctor now. That's good. That's what Joss wants to be on the show.
Yeah. So I didn't have to do hardly any of the work for that. But y'all are already comfortable with it.
Is it time to visit Florida?
It's so humid there. It is humid here too, but not like that.
That's a state I would always like to go to, Florida.
Why?
First of all, the WWE Performance Center is there.
I forgot about that.
Second of all, just always like going to the Florida beach.
The beaches.
And probably getting to meet Miss Leanne.
We have beaches here, but they are not like the beaches in Florida.
Cooper Lake, but we're going there in March with Mr. Keith and them. And they have like a giant playground and a white sandy beach area.
Ooh.
And people go swimming, but you don't let your kids go swimming in lakes. So we can't have that.
I don't care if you put your feet in there, but like, ew.
My whole
I'm not trying to
body.
like run your life or anything, but I don't want you in the lake. That's gross.
Miss Jennifer had snow overnight.
Yeah.
Lucky, you're lucky.
Yeah, she sent me some pictures too, and her brother helps her get rid of the snow in her driveway. And I said, why? Because I wouldn't go anywhere in that weather. I would just be in bed all day.
A thoughtful brother.
Yes.
Seems nice.
Oh, the shade, Max. Come on. Have you all been getting along this week? I know last night was pretty rough.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
Y'all are just like at the end of the day, sometimes y'all just are sick of each other.
Yeah. We have lots of cool museums like treasure finds and Navy SEALs. Oh, Drew Kane, plus all the adventure parks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe one day we can do Disney. We'd have to sell like an organ or something to go.
I get confused with Disney World and Disneyland in California and Florida because they're like opposite sides.
Yep.
So I think Disney World is in Florida and Disneyland is in California.
That's correct. You know, when I was your age, we grew up on Disney movies. So like going to Disney was like the Mecca for kids. Like you had to go. But you know,
it's expensive.
I remember I went in junior high and it was $99 for a 3-day park hopper pass. And you don't know this, but like people don't believe me when I say that, but I still have the stub somewhere. But you know, for you, like, would you like to go there one day? Is that like something like that's one of your dreams, Disney or do you not World? Care?
I never thought of going on one of them, but it would be kind of fun.
It would be kind of fun.
Like, is there like pools there, or is it just for carnival rides with Disney characters?
Carnival rides. My God.
I don't know.
It's nothing like that.
I can't imagine what it would be. My parents are in Central Florida. $5,000 for a visit now with
1,000. So imagine like this is the Disney World, and then like around, you know, they've got all these like hotels and resorts that you can stay at and then take the train into the parks. And so some of these places that you stay at, they have pools, and it's not like a carnival at all. You know, imagine Six Flags on steroids. Like the rides are, they all have themes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very fun. There's lots of water parks around there too.
Yeah,
my favorite was always Epcot, which was so like it's not just Disney World. They have like different parks, right? And it's all like part of one thing. My favorite was Epcot because they have like each, from what I remember, it may have changed, but like they have like different parts of Epcot. They're like different countries, and like each section of that part, you can go and have like food from that different country, and they show off the cultures and stuff.
Ooh.
It was really fun.
So I saw V. Dilmas ad on during General Hospital. There was an ad about the Kansas City Chiefs winning against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. And they had fun. And then right at the end, Patrick, his wife, and their two babies, like, we're going to Disney World. And then it just ended with Disney World Resorts. And I'm like, dude.
Right.
Why? I stay with my parents now. Disney World is huge.
It's huge. Yeah, it's insane. Like I can't even just describe it. What else?
So what about what in like the William Booth's book did we like?
Okay.
Like Walt Disney's father. I can't quite put that like.
Walt Disney's father.
Like I don't know. It's like these certain people did something, but I don't really.
That sounds familiar. Some YouTube video y'all were watching.
Oh, right.
So William Booth is the book we're reading together. The guy that started the Salvation Army.
Yes.
That's the family book. Was there something about Walt Disney's dad in
there? I don't know. It might have been something
else. I think you're merging two memories.
I don't. A lot of GH stars live nearby.
In Florida, Miss Leanne?
No, it has to be in California.
Well, I mean, you can have more than one house.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
The first time I went there, it was
It's
only
only
Magic Kingdom.
Yes, in Florida. Who lives there? And why would they live there? Do they make enough money to like commute all that way? I didn't think they did.
Characters like Brick and Diane aren't on the show that often. Kenneth started Salvation. What?
William Booth started the Salvation Army. I don't know who runs it now, but
Oh.
So what about Ruby? That's something else we could talk about. How's that going for you this week? You think it's going good?
She's so cute.
She is so sweet.
And she's doing good going to the bathroom outside.
It's hard to be mad. Bless you.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's bad manners.
No, it's not. You can help it. It's hard to be mad at such a cute animal.
I know, right?
But when she does go to the bathroom in my house, I have a certain level of rage that is hard to contain. Okay?
Yeah, that's why I always scream.
And then the boys have gotten to where they are too scared to tell me that she's gone to the bathroom in the house because I lose it. I'm a little bit of a clean freak. Okay?
Yeah, so
that's probably not conducive to having an animal in the house, but I felt like it was time. I'm going to have to just get over this. This is my problem, not yours.
Fun story. Garrett Hilbert.
Who is Garrett?
And
Who's that?
Dude Perfect is known as like a clean freak. I don't watch Dude Perfect a lot anymore.
It's okay.
But in their biography, Tony said, if we didn't have a Garrett Hilbert, there'd be a pile of trash in the corner. Like he always has to probably clean a lot of the stuff or something.
You're saying because he's like a neat freak too, or what?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I get this from my grandmother who could never, if she was in your car in the passenger seat, Mama, and you were driving, she would get a wipe or something out of her purse and just start wiping down different things. And, I always thought it was funny, but it drove people crazy. Ken Schreiner lives in Florida.
Ken Schreiner. Oh, who's that again? That sounds so familiar.
Scotty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scott. That sounded so familiar.
Well, I think that's about it. We've been on almost an hour.
Yeah, that's usually our mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming and joining us this week. I hope y'all all have a great weekend. And
10 people.
Yeah. That's probably the most we've ever had in here, huh?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we had 9 though. But every time I start talking about how many people are in here, they start leaving.
They leave.
They leave. They leave. They don't want to see me anymore.
No. They can't stay for an hour's a long time to commit to something. Yeah. So we're just happy. Miss Sandy says, give Ruby a kiss for me. And that,
we will.
Oh my God. She's so cute.
The sweet. Bottom of her chin is fluffy heaven.
Yeah. So
have a great weekend. Good luck with the play.
We'll try to see y'all next Saturday. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much.